Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Happy Catty Crypto here. So, recording this late at night, so this may change by the morning, but let's jump straight into it, and it's pretty much discussing just how many people are voting yes. Now, looking at from the stake ID, you can actually see who's voting because it's partially anonymous on here, but it's kind of strange because last time, all the other ones, we can actually go in and see who's voting and stuff like that. So, just coming on here, you're able to actually see the individual people voting, what they voted, if they voted yes, no, veto, abstain, and all of the stuff in between. So as you can see, we've got a lot of yes votes. Now, as to actual validators voting yes, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So as you can see, we've got about 15 of these main validators have actually voted yes, and then we've got all of these wallets, which are probably just other validators that, I mean, I'm unsure if this are active validators or these are just like most recent wallets that have voted yes, just by going to Terra Station and voted. So who knows? But we have got that many validators on board, which is really good because if you go to the percentages, it's 58.1% towards yes, 41.9% abstain. Now, abstain just means they're sitting on the fence, they're undecided, or they're voting inside their little groups. I've just heard a little bit of news that Orion Money are addressing this and they're going to be voting on it as well. So I have no doubt this is going to go through and you'll see some of these people that have abstained here and here possibly change their abstain to a yes vote once their communities have actually decided. Why they abstain is probably just to show people that they've acknowledged the proposal itself. But just having this many validators on board is great. And this kind of goes back to what Zadar said and all of the stuff in between that. So what happens from this proposal? So what do we actually know? We know it's a text proposal, and we know that EK286 has stated that in the likely event of everything going to plan, we should see the governance be restored, staking re-enabled, the 1.2% burn tax all executed around September time. Now, it's August next month, it's September after, that's really not that far away, and text proposals, as you know, have to be manually implemented, and the code's finished, everything's done, otherwise this proposal wouldn't be up, and it's all just a matter of getting all the validators to pretty much accept the software update, because them accepting this software update is what is going to be the thing that is drawn out the most, because each one needs to update to the software. Obviously, if there's no bugs or anything like that and it all goes swimmingly, then we possibly could see it earlier than September. But I think Ed's given us the the worst case scenario, so to speak. So if you haven't voted, go and vote. I voted, a lot of other people have voted, and you will see more validators coming out and voting because we are in effect in limbo. We are moving, but everything up until this point now has been a movement, and now we're in this limbo stage where we just need to get past this little hurdle, see if TFL will respond in 10 business days. If they don't, then do you know what I mean? And I honestly believe that they're not going to, because, and I'm going to be doing a video later today on the channel pretty much going back to Do Kwon's tweets saying that the network has pretty much in effect been passed to the community, and anyone with any kind of knowledge around the Cosmos SDK could take control of the classic chain, so to speak. And he has urged other validators to accept software updates from the person who provides them. Obviously he didn't name them, but they also stated their door was wide open, and we've got help from Will Shen. And if you don't know who Will Shen is, he's a former TFL employee, and he's also stated that pretty much, oh my sweet bejesus, And he got a blue eyes as well. Sorry, folks. I really love Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I love Pokemon cards as well. I'm obviously a 90s kid. So my life was growing up around Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Beyblades, Gundam Wing, Crazy Bones. If you remember Crazy Bones, Pogs. So many cool things, right? Exactly. Anyway, getting back onto the point. Stop sidetracking Jay, because you've seen some really, really cool Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Must buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So actually, I might actually pull some of my Pokemon cards out of my collection and sell them in a charity auction, and we'll burn all the proceeds, because Pokemon cards are, I mean, I'll sell them in my own environment, similar to what I do for work. So that's a good idea. What a good idea. Thanks, Will Shen, for sparing that idea into my head. I've got some tasty Pokemon cards to sell. I mean, I own 4 Charizards myself from my childhood days. So yeah. Will Shen used to work for TFL, but he moved away, started his own projects and things like that. He's a dropout of Berkeley, and like I said, he's in chat or indirect message with EK826. So yeah. Folks, I know I said we was going to have Zardar on yesterday, but I got the dates mixed up. He's coming on today, so do look forward to seeing him on the channel. Do keep an eye out for that video. It'd be really interesting for you folks to get to know some of these developers leading the charge, so to speak. Now, I'm going to keep pushing this because, well, for obvious reasons. If you're not part of our burn initiatives, do join, because you are the people who make a difference. You're the ones who enable us to burn more. I'm going to be paying for the validators node out of the revenue from both channels, so it's all on me at the end of it all. So I just need you folks to support these channels, join the Telegram groups, have a say, vote on things. That's where the governance is going to be for our little, I say little, it's not little, our Let It Burn channel. Remember, the YouTube channel itself is less than 2 months old. We really are just in the beginning of all this, and we really have still got to show how we're going to bloom, how we're going to prosper, how we're going to make these huge burns possible for the community, which are sustainable, okay, that are community cost free. None of what you do by supporting this channel costs you folks really anything. It's really good content over on that channel, and it does provide a lot. And I'm going to be providing probably 1 Shiba Inu update a day, probably tomorrow onwards, because I don't want HCC to just focus on LUNACLASSIC and USTC. I want it to also focus on bringing the truth to what's going on with SHIB, because I solely believe that them developers really are, they're not for the what the community's best wishes are. But that's just my opinion. Let me I can't even talk. Let me know what you folks think. Let me know if I'm just speaking mumbo jumbo there, but I honestly believe the SHIB and Shiba Inu community really do need a helping hand in getting the facts out there, so to speak, and stuff like that. So yeah, folks, stay safe, have a really nice Friday wherever you are, and hopefully I'll catch you on our live stream today from midday to about 2:30. We've got Coin In coming on, and we've got a possibility of Metagloria coming on too, and possibly a few other people as well in between. I'll be answering any questions that you may have about anything, and I'm always there to help. So folks, stay safe, and I'll catch you later.